I looked at his face and something had happened. This cheeky, chirpy, Saturday night all right fella sitting next to me, this Alfie, he changed. He looked so serious. I couldn't understand what was happening. I sat in his nippy black BMW and turned to him with I guess a question on my face. And he didn't wait for me to ask that question. He moved straight into his story. Alfie told me that he and his friends had done this whistle-stop tour of America, this crazy, I don't know how many states they visited, but it was ridiculous. They had a great time until they went to South America, until they went to that mine, until they paid £3 sterling to the shift supervisor of that mine in South America near Peru, and was allowed, the three of them, into the belly of the earth, into the deep blackness of the mine. And there, their adventure turned into something else. Around them were men smiling, and boys too. But they were smiling because Alfie and his friends had bought as a sop, as a temptation to them, as a way of saying thank you and can we move amongst you, a bag full of coca leaves. And it was chewing on the coca leaves that allowed them to ignore the pain, the fatigue that beset them as they worked in that dark hellhole of a mine. Alfie watched as generations together worked, pouring with sweat, in a heat that was unbearable and just drained your muscles and collapsed you to your knees with exhaustion. Alfie and his friends crawled in the cold, wet earth with puddles freezing their limbs. They felt the power of explosions as the men mined and blew parts of the wall away to move on through the black hellhole of a tunnel. And that explosion, Alfie said, just pulverized his insides. Alfie watched as he thought, they're 45 years old and they're dying. How long am I going to live if I ever stayed in this place? And the answer was not long. Health and safety was not much health and little safety down in this place. And then Alfie turned to his friends, and without saying a word, the echo between them was, let me out, let me out, let me out. It took forever for the lift to take them to the surface, and they sucked in the air violently with freedom into the bright sunlight. Alfie that day changed, he transformed, he had to. When he went home, he realised his work, his job, wasn't just to fill his pockets with stuff to do on a Friday night. It was to make a difference to clients. And he started to take his work seriously, although he could never stop enjoying himself in the office. But he became a role model, junior paraplanner, senior paraplanner, and then chartered financial planner. Alfie, in passing all these exams and gaining more confidence, has even launched a new business brand within the group. That's how confident he's become. You know what? We face these wake-up moments in our lives, and we can stumble over them and ignore them, or we can allow them to change our being, and in doing so, we can then change the world. I wonder what wake-up Alfie call is calling to you today, to greater work rather than well-rewarded routine. And I wonder if you've taken any notice of that call.